What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Frank, the Cuban Flash, Sanchez. Get this. Frank calls out Joyce. He states that Joyce is similar to Ajagba, but slower, and he believes that he will take Joyce to school, but easier than Ajagba. Let me counterpunch. First off, I like the spirit that Frank is putting out, giving, presenting, because you have to have that type of mindset if you want to be champ. You have to already believe that you are the champion in the world or of the world to become to that status. A lot of people might call it cocky or whatever. I call it confident. Okay. Now, can he do that to Joyce? Or should I say, do I believe that he's going to do it to Joyce? Because we're not going to know until we see it. But I feel that Joyce is a different fighter than Ajagba. Ajagba is a type of fighter that he's very systematic. Okay, he's like the jab, right hand, left hook. You know, it was easier with him because Frank had the type of speed and reflexes, as long as counterpunching abilities, experience to handle someone like Ajagba. Ajagba wasn't really good at cutting the ring off. I think Joyce is better than him in that regard, but I think Joyce is slower. The only problem I have with Frank Sanchez is, a lot of times if you catch him on the ropes, like say where my screen is, and the ropes is there, he's kind of like a Danny Jacobs at times. Not as bad as Danny Jacobs, but at times you kind of see him like a deer in headlights. And someone like Joyce, he's known to run you over. He's known to run you down and then run you over. And someone that like Joyce, if you can't hurt him with the punching power that you possess, which I'm not sure if that can happen, and I'm going to explain why, he may give you a lot of problems, because he's going to come at you with a jab to the body. He's going to come to you. He's going to cut that ring off. When you come to him and you hit him, he can take your shots. He can, and he has tested with bigger punchers, or big punchers, should I say, like Daniel Dubois. Bermain Stervern's a pretty heavy puncher. So he took those punches just fine, along with Carlos Takam. Those guys can crack, okay? Don't get it twisted. Those guys have punching power. They're big heavyweights, okay? So what ends up happening with that, Joyce has tested those guys' punches with his chin, okay? His chin checker is very, very high, okay? However, I do recall when I saw Diego Chico Corrales, God bless the dead, Diego had a good chin. He tested it against Robert Garcia, which is now a trainer like Mikey and Machino and now Anthony Joshua. Okay, he tested the waters. You thought like, oh man, there's nothing that Floyd Pretty Boy Mayweather could do to him to stop him. Yes, Floyd was quicker, better boxer, but what could Floyd do to hurt Diego Corrales? He had speed, and people forget speed is power. And when Floyd Mayweather hit Diego Corrales, he didn't see it. And I think the way you get to Joyce is catching with punches that you don't see. In the Dubois fight, he saw those punches coming. He saw Dubois throwing those punches, loading up those shots. So even though he got hit a couple times with some good shots, he saw them coming. I think what Frank Sanchez's ability is, he maybe have that Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather ability to be faster and catch you with punches that you don't see, catch you totally off guard, and they could put you down. Okay, and I think Frank did the same thing to Ajagba when they fought. Ajagba didn't see that right hand coming or that left hook coming. Okay, he did not see that coming. Therefore, he got stunned with those punches, and it hurt him a lot faster because he was not prepared for it. Even though Ajagba was dropped by Kalazi, so he's kind of questionable. But this is a different beast here. But doesn't mean this different beast in Joyce can't get caught with a shot he doesn't see and get caught on his ass. because of that flashed punch. And we are talking about the Cuban Flash. Bars. So I think at the end of the day, Joe Joyce and Frank Sanchez will be a very interesting fight because we have speed, experience, quickness, that wittiness of Frank Sanchez. Then we have Joe Joyce, this brute, hard, durable guy that never stops. So, and God forbids if Frank ever gets tired, but I haven't seen him tire out. So that's a good thing too, because he's going to need the gas tank, and if he needs to stay in there with the big Joe, the Juggernaut. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Frank Sanchez's prediction that he will outbox him and take Joe Joyce to school. Tell me what you think. Please subscribe, and you guys can counterpunch. Peace.